The real name of XXXTentacion was Jace Onfroy. He was a well-known person and a voice for troubled teens. When he died too soon in 2018, it caused a lot of controversy and conspiracy theories, which made waves on social media. Last year, his accused killer went to court, and just recently, he gave the name of the famous rapper who was involved. Before we get into the facts of his death and the legal process that is still going on, let's take a quick look at how XXXTentacion became famous. He had a hard childhood, but he showed amazing strength and ability. He quickly rose to the top of the Billboard Hot 100 charts with a small, secret following. He was born with a hole in his heart on January 23, 1998, in Plantation, Florida. This did not slow his growth, though, and showed his fighting attitude right from the start. XXXTentacion had a hard childhood because his father had extramarital affairs, leaving his mother Cleopatra to raise him alone in Pompano Beach. Cleopatra made money for them by stripping. When X was only 7 years old, he was greatly affected by a violent event. X stepped in to protect his mother when one of her drug dealers got into a fight and used broken glass as a weapon. This event caused him to change, which made him act more violently. Police caught X with marijuana because of his bad behavior, and he had to deal with the law. He went to youth detention and a place for people with bad behavior, where he met Stokely and became interested in rap. With the help of their friend Aaron, they made music and put it on SoundCloud. This was the first step X took toward becoming a musician. In late 2015, XXXTentacion's group gained recognition, and his track, Look at Me, became a hit within the underground scene, building a cult-like following. A beef with Drake in 2017 boosted his publicity, and he secured a spot on the 2017 XXL Freshman list. Later that year, he signed a record deal with Capitol Records worth over $6 million. His album, Question Mark, was released in March 2018, solidifying him as the voice of the new generation. However, tragedy struck on June 18, 2018, when XXXTentacion was fatally shot at a motorsports superstore in Deerfield Beach. The incident involved several assailants, including Dedrick Williams, Robert Allen, Michael Boatwright, and Trayvon Newsom. Williams recognized XXXTentacion's car from a previous encounter in January 2018 and alerted his accomplices. Surveillance footage showed them casually walking past XXXTentacion as he browsed motorcycles in the store. After leaving the store, XXXTentacion was tragically killed as he drove away. The assailant's SUV blocked XXXTentacion's car, and two of them, Newsom and Boatwright, allegedly got out and demanded his belongings. A struggle occurred, during which Boatwright took XXXTentacion's Louis Vuitton bag and Newsom stole his chain. XXXTentacion's uncle fled the car during the altercation. Newsom returned to the suspect's vehicle, and Boatwright, holding a rifle, looked XXXTentacion in the eyes and fired 6 shots at his neck, causing his death. After the shooting, Newsom and Boatwright took the Louis Vuitton bag from XXXTentacion's car and fled in their black SUV. The tragic incident happened in Florida, near the city of Parkland, where XXXTentacion resided at the time. Paramedics rushed him to Broward Health North, where they briefly revived his pulse. But sadly, it could not be sustained. XXXTentacion was initially reported to be in critical condition after the shooting, but later, the Broward County Sheriff's Office confirmed his passing. Shortly after his death, the Sheriff's Office offered a $3,000 bounty for information leading to the apprehension of any of the 4 suspects. Shortly after the first suspect's arrest, the Broward County Sheriff's Office apprehended 22-year-old Dedrick Williams in connection with XXXTentacion's murder. He faced charges of dangerous and depraved first-degree murder, robbery with a firearm, and driving without a valid license. The remaining 3 suspects were arrested in the following months. Robert Allen was named a suspect and apprehended on July 26, and Michael Boatwright was initially arrested on drug-related charges on July 5th, but later linked to the murder. Boatwright's mistake of searching for information related to the murder on his phone's browser led the police to determine that he was the one who delivered the fatal shots. A Broward County grand jury indicted the 4 men, charging each of them with first-degree murder with a firearm and armed robbery. The trial of Michael Boatwright, Trayvon Newsom, and Dedrick Williams commenced on February 7, 2023, almost 5 years after XXXTentacion's death. They were all convicted and would face life imprisonment without parole. However, there should have been 4 suspects because, on August 12, 2022, Robert Allen decided to cooperate with the prosecution and reached a plea deal. One of the suspects, Robert Allen, chose to testify against the 3 other defendants and pleaded guilty to second-degree murder to avoid a potential death sentence. His sentencing is scheduled for February 24, 2023, with the possibility of life imprisonment. Michael Boatwright, another suspect, attempted to avoid the situation by claiming incompetence to stand trial. He requested a psychological evaluation to prove his point, but to his dismay, he was declared mentally competent. During the trial on February 8, 2023, Robert Allen, the accomplice, testified against the 3 other defendants. He detailed his relationship with each of them, stating that he was closest to Dedrick Williams, with whom he had been companions for nearly 5 years. He also mentioned living with Trayvon Martin for a few weeks around the time of the murder and knowing Michael Boatwright for about 2 years. During his testimony, Robert Allen, under oath, confirmed the prosecution's account of the murder and shed light on the planning and aftermath of the crime. He revealed that they shared the $50,000 they stole from XXXTentacion. Allen initially expressed concern about the robbery since he and Williams had been spotted on surveillance at Riva Motorsports. Boatwright and Newsom hesitated due to cold feet, but Williams, the mastermind, asked them if they were scared. Boatwright responded, "All right, we're going to get him." Allen stated that Boatwright and Newsom were assigned to the gunmen because he and Williams were already seen on security footage. During the incident, shots were fired, and XXXTentacion tragically lost his life. During his testimony, Robert Allen confirmed that their plan was to rob and murder XXXTentacion once they had him trapped in their SUV. They successfully stole XXXTentacion's Louis Vuitton bag, which contained $50,000. Allen detailed how the money was divided among the 4 co-defendants, with him receiving $5,000 while Boatwright, Dedrick Williams, and Trayvon Newsom each got $15,000. Allen explained that Boatwright insisted he should receive some money despite his minor role in the crime. After learning of XXXTentacion's confirmed death while on their way to a car wash, Allen and Newsom remained silent while Boatwright turned up the music. Later, Boatwright accidentally crashed the SUV, and they all fled the scene. They regrouped at Boatwright's house, where Boatwright insisted Allen return to the scene to retrieve the murder vehicle. However, Allen refused, and the task fell to Newsom and Boatwright. On the 3rd day of the trial, there was a significant development as Grammy-winning Canadian rapper Drake was ordered to testify on February 27th and faced the possibility of being charged with contempt of court. Allegations linking Drake to XXXTentacion's murder have surfaced from long-standing conspiracy theories that suggest a feud between the 2 rappers. These claims have gained traction through online discussions, where people have pointed out intriguing lyrics in Drake's songs that seem to imply a connection to XXXTentacion's untimely demise. For instance, in Drake's 2018 track, I'm Upset, he raps the line, SMS, XXX, that's the only time I ever shoot below the net, which appears to allude to the fatal shooting that took place, with XXX representing XXXTentacion and below the net hinting at the neck wound he suffered. Similarly, in the 2022 track On BS by Drake and 21 Savage, the lyrics, "If he held his tongue on that live, he'd be alive," seem to reference the tragic Instagram live incident that led to XXXTentacion's death. As these theories circulate, many are left wondering if Drake will testify in the ongoing trial and whether his words as a star witness will be trusted. Justice hangs in the balance as we eagerly await the outcome of this highly anticipated trial to see if the assailants will be held accountable for their actions. On the 5th day of the trial, Drake's lawyer appeared in court to request a cancellation of the deposition that was requested from Drake. The ongoing trial has been highly anticipated, and it seems that there are still many details yet to be uncovered. There are many unanswered questions. Will Drake testify? Can we trust the words of a star witness? Will justice be served against the assailants? Soon, we'll find out the answers. If you like this video, be sure to check out our other amazing content on the channel. And do like, share, and subscribe for more such videos. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time.